The beloved companies understand that there's really three things that they operate from. It's, do you have a clear, singular focus of clarity of purpose of what you're going to be to your customers? It's not something that's jobbed out. Gary, for example, really stewed over it. We thought about what it felt when the UPS guy showed up at your door, how you would feel pulling a turtleneck over your head, and how you would feel like when you hung up the phone from talking to one of those operators. So we had a clarity of purpose, and everybody was lined up behind it. We had passion that took away all the rules and regulations. There were no talk time. We hired people and then trusted them to be themselves. 1-800-GOT-JUNK wanted to become the FedEx of junk. The FedEx of junk. Now, what does it mean if you want to be the FedEx of junk? You walk around 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and everybody will tell you we're the FedEx of junk, and they're very proud of it. When you call them and you make an appointment, you call the junction, by the way. They schedule your appointment, and just like Land's End, within a 24-hour period, they tell you when they're going to show up. They have on uniforms. They call you ma'am, they sweep out your garage, they get rid of your car batteries. They donate your clothing to the societies and associations that make you feel good. And they show up, not in a rusty old truck with the muffler dripping off the side, but beautiful, shiny Isuzus, and you feel good about getting your junk removed. Who would have thunk it? And they have taken this all the way to the bank. This is about removing junk. So if they can do this with junk, just think what you can do. You'll hear about Zappos, where there's a buzz inside of this organization where they actually have to decompress call center people who come in to learn to trust themselves again outside of the regular call center arena of rules and regulation. And that passion and that purpose drives how they go out and find people. There is a higher purpose at Genentech, and it is, they call themselves in business for life. Now, yes, it's easy to have an elevated purpose when you're saving lives, but what Genentech does is goes beyond the obvious of being a cancer company, a drug company, by hardwiring in the things that they do as behaviors to build this culture. Now, they start with their purpose, which is to be in business for life, but then that informs what their people are and how they're hired. You go through 4 to 5 interviews just for culture screening at Genentech before you're hired. And that includes everyone. You can be the best physicist or researcher on the planet, and if you don't go through the set of culture screenings, you won't make it at Genentech. Did you know, for example, that 86% of customers with a positive call experience will repurchase from you again? So your call center people are actually brand preservation heroes. Every time somebody calls in, they have the opportunity to have that customer rethink how they feel about your brand. On the other hand, if you're not thinking and you're filling seats, only 37% of those customers who have a poor experience will call you again.